stand this weekend to finish the season.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been busy the last couple weekends, switching roles on the pit stand for Christian Rasmussen. It's Christian Rasmussen's last race of the year, and we'll get to that in a second. But I also want to highlight your other driver, Rinus VeeKay, who's had 4 top 10 finishes in the last 4 races, and he did really well in that session as well, 5th on the board. So what has been really clicking with the 21 team?
I mean, I really think as a team as a whole, you know, things have been coming together better this time of year than probably how we've closed out other years. You know, we've had circumstances like everyone that have held us back at times with this car. You know, I kind of expected Rinus to be strong here specifically. You know, I think he's got a special place in his heart for Portland Raceway. It's the first time he ever tested for us and kind of earned his job here. So I feel like he always has a little bit of a boost coming here. I'm sure Christian will close the gap as we get through the weekend. Yeah,
and Christian's last race of the year, you guys have been flopping seats. What's your assessment of the 20 car?
You know, like I said earlier, I think we're heading in the right direction. You know, really happy with Christian and the rate of his development this year. He deserves some better results than what he's gotten a couple times, and I need to do a better job.
Thanks, Ed. Appreciate the time. Dylan.
Well, we found Conor Daly, who, as Kevin said, only has run 4 laps. We saw the car going back to the garage. So what's the issue?
Yeah, just a bit of a fuel pressure issue. Seemed to get to 5th gear and found myself no longer being able to use the throttle pedal. So, you know, honestly, just bad luck. I mean, it's no fault of anyone. Just have to sadly go back and make a change, and obviously that's tough. We don't get to run the Reds. Just unlucky for sure, which really sucks because this car, I can tell already, is like a much different car to drive on these road courses with the way you let off the throttle, the way the brakes work. So some stuff to get used to for sure at a very quick rate of speed.
Well, yeah, and so car specific too, even just having a weekend under your belt with this team, how much more prepared or acclimated do you feel this week, even though you only got 4 laps? Does it help just to have a weekend under your belt?
Well, I mean, this stuff is so different. Like the ovals are much easier to get into and go. I mean, there's much more going on here with the hybrid system. There's much more going on, you know, from a competition side, because this is just, you know, everything is tiny millimeter perfect, which is the same for ovals, but, you know, there's a lot more input from us and working together. So we'll see, man. I mean, we're going to give it everything we got. I guess we've got more tires now to at least use tomorrow, but I just still have a lot to catch up on, and they'll give me the car to do it for sure. It's just going to be one of those things where we hope by the end of the race we've used all of our information right.
Yeah, a little bit on the back foot, but they'll get the 78 fixed up, and Conor will be back out tomorrow. And second fastest at the end of this first group session. So feel like same old Portland. What did it feel like for you?
Yeah, it felt good. Yeah, honestly, quite a lot of grip, more than I expected. I think we ran almost the same lap time as last year without the hybrid, so pretty cool. Car feels good, so yeah, looking forward to tweaking it a little bit for tomorrow and fighting on qualifying.
Talked a lot about the remaining schedule with the 3 oval races coming up. You're not bad on ovals, but obviously the road courses seem to present a good opportunity for you to add some more points to the tally. So how big is this weekend ultimately for you guys, just to have a good weekend and a solid weekend?
Yeah, I mean, it's big. It's a great opportunity. It's sad that it's the last road course, but yeah, having 3 ovals at the end gives me an opportunity to win finally one of the oval races. So that's what we're aiming for. We're obviously 100% focused on Portland now, but yeah, I'll win someday.
Do you feel like you are ready to win an oval race? You were close in Iowa, and there's just been circumstantial things, obviously, that have kind of prevented it from happening. But do you feel like you are ready to win on an oval?
I feel so, but so far it's been only good for second. So yeah, I think we need to keep up the work, keep on pushing, keep on knocking that door, and I think we made progress. So hopefully we can make even more progress next week at Milwaukee. But we'll talk about that.
Yep, they got to focus on Portland first for sure. Alex Palou second right now.
Pretty good here.
Yeah, I'd say so. A best career finish in the NTT IndyCar Series coming off a worldwide technology raceway. And you told me the biggest thing for you coming into this weekend is confidence. Are we seeing that play through right now?
Yeah, I think that was a really good session for us. We were quick, and I think that we got more room to go. Looking at the time cards now, Ferrucci a little bit further up than us. I can be right there with him, I think, with a little bit of fine-tuning. So really happy. I think that last weekend helped me a lot, just getting my confidence up. I got a little bit of a chip on my shoulder now, and you know that's part of me wondering what I'm going to be doing next year, and hopefully be back in the series. You know, I've loved being with this team this year, and I would love to return here. So we'll see how things go.
Thanks, Stingray.
Pato Award finishes this second group in the 4th spot. So how would you evaluate what kind of car you had there?
We had a a good session, I would say. We rolled off of the truck really weak, at least from the 5 side. So we had a lot of work to do, and we were just changing things. And it seems that we found a little bit of what we need. That last run that we did, I think, put us in a nice spot, or at least put me in a spot where I can extract more from the car. So definitely in a better position going into practice 2 tomorrow, and just really, just trying to maximize. It's really tight, really tight. It's going to be very important in qualifying to not make any mistakes, and any little hiccup is just going to put you backwards. So I'm happy with the improvements that we made during the session, and I think we're definitely in a better spot for tomorrow.
Thanks, Pato.